It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Dragons reigning league MVP. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, we're not talking about the best golfers of all time. He told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll set up a throw. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
They'll set up to throw. That's caught. Touchdown. Great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Dragons will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there? Yeah. 2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Back to throw. Roberts. Man side is Brown. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third down, Hinton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Hinton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Roberts.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5. To the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
But you look at this defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Back to throw. Roberts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On second down now, Hinton. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man on the crossing route. Down the right sideline. Touchdown! A great play there. 74 yards. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10. As opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Roberts. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Hinton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hinton. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Back to throw. Roberts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Colts. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Colts get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got some space here. And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we
flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good yardage there for the Colts, 18 and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Roberts throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Got a man. That's Ward. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown! A great effort there. In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Dragons are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Roberts, a final shot before break.
He's got Brown on the out route complete.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start. Number 3.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably...
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run the counter. Hinton. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hinton.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know. and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Back to throw. Roberts. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Roberts. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And his kick is good. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
It's a big play there. 44 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dragons are able to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Roberts. Under pressure, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
Always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Here's Roberts. Throwing to start the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Fielded at the 43. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Hands it off out of the gun. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Dragons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Roberts. And he's got Booker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Looking to throw. Roberts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Hinton. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Roberts. And this is going to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passing we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
They'll run on 1st down. Hinton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now Roberts looking to throw on 2nd down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Roberts. And it's caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point right down the middle. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. San Juan's offense ready to get started again. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
And what a big-time play there. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it up. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Here's Samuel.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
That is caught. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll look to throw again.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game. Huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early.
He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Roberts.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Roberts. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage